On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it is time for fall here at Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should give you a good one, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Cleveland Browns. A nice return sets them up pretty big here right at the 30-yard line. And now the timeout on this one, as it appears there's a Brown shaking out on the play. Well, they come out and take a look at him, and we step aside for just a moment. Here's Tennessee ready to give them this time offensively. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll motion the across the formation. The NFL leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. That's a pickup on 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Good job there. Pretty simple hole created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of the team you're looking for to have some success early in the ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you move that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
On first and 10, Tannehill. Options will come over here. Second and a few minutes. Play action. Tannehill. Titans are on board first here this afternoon. That was a really good opening drive on number front. 10 plays, very methodical, set to go.
So you right now, your defensive side of the ball, you're on the side and saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays. One side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with questions.
Back out to Shaq here. Still 6 away. Watson and the Browns down today. First and 10. That throw 22. Now the NFL Nick Chubb. And only managed to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to a 2-yard run, but I think this offensive line, they're asking the quarterback for a different type of run. One they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they block.
On second and 10, here's Watson. This is taken, calling in short pass. That one was just for the Browns and gain of 12. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up a touchdown on the drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we have coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game. Offense has to be ready. Each and every time, either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown.
Looking for there on first down, but this throw down the field, incomplete.
They certainly came out firing in this one. While that was incomplete, I can't imagine that would be the last shot they take in this game.
Incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again, Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions as that has some area at third and 10. To the area again. What's this? It's the Titans. And guys are going to take over at the 3-yard line. To throw it to Tannehill. watch make it 14-0.
Yeah, I mentioned it already. I'm through. Being good at someone else's house and establish a strike like that. Obviously, your confidence rises in a big way, and you're put down in their minds.
So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To throw is Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson now going to run the option right. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Second and 8. They run it again with Chubb. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Watson now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get him on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the end zone, here's Julius Chestnut. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out come the Titans now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Shoves him away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 73 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
Another powerful run and another workhorse season in the books for Henry. Let's take a peek at his numbers. He's led the NFL in carries and topped 1,500 yards for the 3rd time in 4 years. In addition, 5th straight year with double-digit touchdowns.
Henry running right. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That pass taken in by Burks. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Five yards remain on 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Now Shudak for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Let's go, man.
So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to all get it back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives, making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Julius Chestnut now on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Tannehill's that's taken in by Okonkwo. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Again, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 11-point spread. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is Jakeem Grant. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. As they begin their 2nd half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the 2nd half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Azeez Al-Shaair, former 49er, in on the tackle.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
48 yards for Nick Chubb. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go do this thing, baby. Oh, let's turn it up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Chestnut now to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8.
Off play action, Tannehill.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Watson now on second down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big pickup of 38.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
York able to send this one through,
And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
so the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill.
Going to the right here and finding Burks.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Henry. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 126 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Grant. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be 2nd down. Watson now to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw is Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. On the slant, Burks. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Tannehill now to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. To the 27-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll run it again with Henry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Tannehill. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
This is caught. And he is out of bounds here. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And if they're throwing on 3rd down, it's a good bet. They're going to look his way. He's the most reliable of their receivers, and he comes through there with a nice grab for the 1st down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Tannehill now, the option left, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And once again, that middle going to be clogged up as he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point up and good by Shudak, and that makes this a 9-point game.
That's right. We got the red group. All right, go get him now. Come on, time to play. Attention. Whoever it takes, I'll get it. Who's gonna make a play, baby? Let's go, baby. You ready to roll? Let's go. Here we go.
Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
It's showtime.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again is Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And for as poorly as this offense has looked at times, it's the 4th quarter, and they're still in this game. That's a good, confident throw right there. And now, who knows? If you can put a drive together here, you can make something of this game after all.
Watson on 1st down. He's got his receiver, Cooper. 23 yards, the final tally.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
York able to send this one through,
and that'll move him back within 6 now. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, You have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. 27 yards there, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now it's Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude,